Good morning, everyone. We are excited to be with you today to talk about holiday marketing. Today, we're going to provide you with 5 tips and actionable steps to help you stand out from the crowd and get your slice of the holiday pie. And remember, these tips are not just for businesses who have consumer goods to sell. Every business can boost their year-end sales with a holiday marketing plan. So stick around and we are going to show you how. I'm Dixie. My co-host is Katrine. We're from Easy Marketing. We're located in Jacksonville, Florida. We have a lot of great information for you today. We want you to use the chat box to ask us questions. We'll try to sprinkle some throughout and definitely save time at the end. But if we miss your question, or commonly people will think of something later, here's our contact information. We'd love to hear from you. We answer every email. And we do invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post monthly videos on topics for entrepreneurs, small businesses, and nonprofits. We specialize in website design, email marketing, social media management, and graphic design. And our clients have the full range from local upstarts to international green energy companies. We're a small woman-owned business, and we really have a passion for helping other entrepreneurs, and are really honored to be here with you today. So let's jump right in. Today, we're going to go through 5 tips that can help you plan your holiday marketing campaign, that will show you how to promote your campaign in all the right channels, and then how to use some of those stats to identify hot leads and then how to convert them. So number one is to get the lay of the land. And what that means is starting to prepare now in early October for the big shopping and holiday giving days at the end of the year. So we want you to take some time now to identify if any of these big days could be relevant to your business or nonprofit and mark them on the calendar. So not only are we looking at like traditional holidays, but also sort of so-called hashtag holidays like Cyber Monday, for example, if you have an online business, or Giving Tuesday if you have like a nonprofit. And after each of these tips, we're going to give you an action item that's going to help you put the tips into place and help you get your marketing plan going. So, first action item is going to be, then write these down, is going to be to mark these days on your calendar. And if you're using Constant Contact or any kind of social media calendar, you can put it there, but a Google Calendar works just fine. Getting these down on your calendar is going to help keep them top of mind for you and also help you do what I call the backwards math so you can know how far in advance you need to plan and be launching these campaigns. Trust us, you do not want to scramble when it comes mid-November. We also want you to define your top 3 business goals through year end. You're not going to be able to gauge your success without a goal. And these are going to be unique for each of you. It might be some kind of sales target for particular products or services, or maybe to increase donations or volunteers. But whatever it is, you want to define the goal, give it a number, and then build your marketing plan around that specific goal. Mhm. So next is to define your audience. This is an important step that small businesses often skip. And really, we want to do this so we can understand our buyer. That is going to help you better appeal to the target audience so that you can create messaging that engage them and most importantly, motivates them to take action.
And when you're working on this, defining your audience, a lot of companies say, oh, everyone is my audience, or oh, everyone can come and purchase. But you need to narrow this down, especially when you do a marketing campaign like this and a specific one. So try to target one and the best piece of audience for the campaign we are working on right now.
Absolutely. And one helpful way we find is to use something called a buyer persona. It's basically a fictional representation of your ideal client or target audience. Just like setting goals, knowing your typical customer needs and goals and challenges is really going to help you craft your holiday plan around them. So let's take Mary as an example. She is a 72-year-old female living in South Boston, a retired secretary, 5 grandkids. She has a bunch of hobbies and she does make purchases online, but also via catalogs. She loves music and a good rom-com. I feel you, Mary. So, how does knowing that information help us? The better you understand your typical buyer, your best donor, the more you can personalize your marketing content to speak directly to them. This kind of keeps us from constantly saying buy, buy, buy and making that our message, and instead focusing on what our ideal buyer, what they actually need and what they want and what motivates them and what channels are best to reach them. Because Mary, I promise you, is not on TikTok, but I bet you she does open every single email. Here at Easy Marketing, we have a wide variety of clients from children's summer camps to retirement communities and everything in between. And I promise you, their buyer personas are much different, and we try to reach them in different ways. So, and with different messages. So, it's a really helpful exercise to help you understand and personalize your content. So, for your next action item, we encourage you make your own customer persona. Think about not just every person in the world that could buy your products and services, but the most likely customer, the best customer, or donor or volunteer. How do they consume media? What are their passions and interests? That's going to help you kind of personalize and get the humanity of what you're saying into your marketing and really connect with the needs of that audience over the holiday season. So, tip number three is to tell your story. Standing out from the competition, especially this time of year, is really challenging for small businesses. So, think about what you do best. Maybe you have the best trained staff. You have extended hours, you're local, you have great offers or promotions, or really wonderful customer service. All of these things you can use in your marketing to attract and convert and retain customers. But you also have something that's uniquely yours, that's never going to be eclipsed by your competitors, that really sets you apart. And that's your own small business story. The passion, the personality, the human face that you can put to it really gives you an advantage over the big bucks retailers, the online retailers. Gives you an advantage when it comes to marketing. You can demonstrate both your expertise and your passion either in person or through video. You really can relate to your community. And you also give people the promise of a genuine human interaction. And that's what many customers are looking for, especially during the holidays. So, what kind of story can you tell that can help you sell more of the holidays? The easiest we find is to share a particular customer story. So, feature Mary, tell how she used your products and services and how that made her life better. You can also talk about the inspiration for your business, how long it took to get where you are and why, how your passion relates to your customers, and think about the ways that your product or services could be gifted, even if it's like a gift certificate. Who would it be perfect for, even if it's just to treat yourself? And we realize that many of you do not have consumer goods. So I don't want you to think that these tips don't apply to you. Like if you're a realtor, for example, you can not offer buy one, get one free on a home for the holidays, right? That's not going to work. But what you do have is expertise. So maybe your holiday offer is a free guide, how to stage your home for the holidays, or, a free guide that talks about what are the local market conditions where you live. So everybody has something they can offer. We were talking before with Gail, and she said she works with a plumbing company. Maybe you talk about, how to get your home ready for holiday visitors. That's going to put a little extra stress on your plumbing and that kind of stuff. Or the new year is coming around. This is the time we start thinking about, okay, what are tips that can make my life better in the year to come? So maybe it's preventative maintenance. So as we're talking, be thinking about if you don't have consumer goods, that's fine, but how can my product or service make people's lives better through the holidays or in the new year? And then how does that translate to a specific offer I can make, whether it's a discount or just a how-to guide
Yeah,
or how
and
to.
if you feel that you don't really know, but you're still in this webinar, please use the chat box and tell us about your products, and we can come with some ideas right here and now in our workshop.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that really pulls a story together is imagery. So if they say an image speaks 1,000 words, then it is a perfect tool to help you relate your story. You want images that appeal, obviously, to your target customer and really personify the spirit of the holidays. We do caution you about copyright issues, though. Just because an image is widely available on the internet does not mean it's yours for the taking. So, the Grinch, the Christmas Story, Buddy the Elf, all of these are copyrighted. So, borrowing images from Google or Facebook is a definite no no. But what you can do is take photos yourself. If you have products, we really encourage you to hire a professional photographer, great images of those products, or you can always purchase some stock images if that's what's in your budget. But images are
And if you're using the software or the service, what are we using our images?
uh,
Canva.
Canva is one
Yeah.
example.
So have you, if you have a free or paid membership in Canva, you can use images from there as well.
Yep, absolutely. In Constant Contact, if you use them for email marketing, they have a wide library of images that you can use. So your next action item is to write your first story. So it could be a story about a customer and how your products and services made their life better. You could feature a staff member or talk about the passion that brought your business to life. Write that story so you can use it in your blog and you can use it in your marketing throughout the holidays. Our next tip is to share your story in a variety of marketing channels to help you get the word out. So, today we're going to focus on 5 areas that we find are impactful for most businesses. And the important thing here is to remember that it's helpful to use these tools together to maximize your success. So, most of us cannot be successful if we're only using social media or only using our website. So, try to think about how we can use all of these tools together to really um, have the most success during the holidays. So, first up is your website. This is the most important because it serves as your home base for all of your marketing activities. All the other channels we're going to talk about should be driving business back to your website because that's the place where they can take action, right? That's the place where they can make their purchase or book the consultation or contact you for more information or donate to your cause. So now is the time in October to start beefing that up. So, what are the things that you want to change or add to your website for the holiday season? Remember what mom says, you only get one chance to make a good first impression. So, if your website is kind of subpar, then customers are going to assume the same about your products or services. So, first, let's make sure that website is looking good and that's mobile responsive. More than half the people are going to be doing their holiday shopping and their holiday browsing on their phone. So, it needs to be mobile responsive. Next, check that load speed. We're trying to drive more traffic to the website and we don't want it to be laggy. Only a 2-second delay in load time results in an 87% abandon rate. People have no patience, so make sure that website is snappy. Once that's in order, we want you to add a sign up form so that you can collect email addresses and stay in touch with people throughout the holiday season and beyond. We don't want people to come to your website once, go away, and we never hear from them again. If you collect their email addresses, then you can continue to keep in contact. Let's see here. Offer an incentive. So, if possible, we really want you to think about offering something tangible when people visit you, when you ask for their contact information. So, for some of you, this might be a discount, 10% off, buy one, get one, that kind of thing. Or, buy something and get a little something on the side free with your purchase. We can't all do that. Some of us can offer free shipping. If you have an event, maybe you get some like VIP parking or early access. But for many of us in the service industry, it's going to be our expertise, is what we're offering. Katrina and I do marketing, so we put together videos like this. We put together resources and how to guides. Maybe you have some kind of holiday gift guide. I love a video. If you can make a video of yourself using the products and services that you offer and help people with tips about, how to keep it in good service or, how to, frequently ask questions. All of those things are things that you can offer for free as an incentive to help people. And
Yes,
we
and
love
we actually have a question about that from Diana. She asked, "Is a short video helpful?" And yes, so just what Dixie has talked about, and even funny one. Just show your face. Just show that you are a real company and that you are authentic, and people are going to respond to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, video is my favorite. Write a blog post. You can get AI to help you. Okay. It not only tells your story, but that's also going to help with your search engine optimization. But yes, definitely a video. There's really nothing that's more impactful to tell your story. All right. So the next tool to set up or optimize, if you already have one, is your Google Business Profile, also known as Google My Business. So this really offers potential customers a look into your business as a whole. It's up to you to spotlight your strengths and to make it easy for prospective clients to engage with you. So if you haven't set this up, or if you did it like 2 years ago and you haven't touched it since, the holidays are the perfect time to take a second look. So you want to make sure that your business information is up to date. Especially this time of year, you might be closed for Thanksgiving, or maybe you have extended holiday shopping hours. Get that information up to date. You want to add some relevant photos, good quality photos. These are going to help in your ranking. They're also going to help you show up in searches and definitely are going to influence customers' opinion of your business.
Yeah. If you are a brick and mortar house company and you offer something where they need to go to your store to pick up, you need to make sure that this is correct because otherwise they're going to get lost. No one looks at the map anymore. They just use the Google Drive and turn where they are told. And if you change your hours since you did this before, they are going to be so upset.
Absolutely. And now is the time to beef up your review process. So we all can be reviewed on Google. You can have Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews. If you don't have a lot, or if they're not 5 stars, now's the time to get that going. Make it easy for customers. Send them an email directly after any transaction, asking them, if they're happy with your service and to give them a review. You can set up a QR code, by the register or the door, or if you're shipping out things, include it in the package. If you are visiting someone at their home, leave a little card at the end with a QR code. So just make that part of your business process, especially this time of year. And my favorite tip is to use Google Post to boost your ranking. A lot of business owners don't realize that you can post to your Google business profile and exactly the same way you can post to, like Facebook or Instagram. So post about all your holiday related news and don't forget the call to action button. Mhm. Let's move on to the next channel, which is going to be YouTube. So, as we talked about earlier, nothing beats video for telling your story and for engaging customers. And some of you may be reticent to get in front of the camera. We get it. But that is a great way to establish a true connection with the audience. Get in front of the camera if you can, give it a human face. If you just can't bring yourself to do it, at least shoot video of your products, your services, your location, your events, and then just be natural, right? Narrate it, talk about what they're doing, show the service being performed, or we love a good before and after. There are 2 billion with a B active users on YouTube watching a billion hours of video per day. So it is an amazing way to expand your audience this holiday season. And then once you shoot that video and pop it on your YouTube channel, you can use it other places. You can share it on social media. You can share it via email. So you can really get a lot of mileage out of the time that you spent to shoot it. Next is email marketing, which is how you're going to meet people directly in their inbox to communicate your story and your holiday offer. It might seem a little like 1990s, but 1/3 of consumers still say that email is the most helpful method of communication to receive from small businesses when they're considering a purchase. So, and when we say email, we don't mean something that you're sending out like from your Gmail or Yahoo account. We mean a professional email marketing platform like Constant Contact, for example. This time of year, emails with a discount code, a coupon, or a helpful guide, like we talked about before, are the most likely to be opened, leading to more purchases. And along with what we call those promotional emails, we also want you to send some that add value to the customer. So think about things that make their life better, that make shopping easier, gift ideas, fun things to do with the kids, holiday recipes, sprucing up your home for the holidays, getting ready for visitors, getting your life together for the new year, last minute tax deductions, any of those things are great content this time of year. Things
Yeah.
that add
And
value.
I just want to remind you, how did you learn about this workshop? Because we have it on all the different social media channels, but I bet all of you found your email and that's how you signed up.
Yeah.
And that goes actually to one person's question is here, if you don't mind me um, cutting in here, Dixie. Someone asked, is this a time to try and get new clients or towards repeat clients or both? And repeat clients is always the lowest hanging fruit. So that's always where you start. And especially if you have a product that is good for repeat business, absolutely. That's where you go and that's where you start. And if you just start there, with, and that's usually where you do your email marketing, you can go out and do find new clients as well. Because I find that during the holiday season here around Black Friday, a lot of people are just opening their minds and thinking, where is there a good deal? They might not be thinking about plumbing at that time, but suddenly there is this thing that, okay, if the plumbing and there is a free, I don't know what is free, or it's that you promise something special with the plumbing that said, oh, I thought I was going to buy a bathroom for my grandma, but this is a good deal and you have an order. So I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
No, absolutely. The perception of value is definitely what we're going for this time of year. It's not just about what's giftable, but that, yeah, we're in a deal mindset. So we definitely want to have the perception of value. So the last one we're going to talk about is social media. We do love a good social media. So the big thing to note here is that for like 95% of us, social media needs to be used in conjunction with other marketing tools. It's typically not our only way to reach people, but another layer in our marketing approach. So now is the time to get somebody some fresh eyes on your social media and make sure those profiles are top notch and looking great. If you can offer some kind of discount or incentive to, or a guide or a video to push your social followers into your email marketing list. So, while you have them on social media, you say, hey, join our email marketing list. When you email them, say, hey, don't forget we're on social media. So, all of these are very connected. And definitely don't forget to humanize your page this time of year with festive images and video. Humor and especially nostalgia are very welcome on social media this time of year. So, your action item for these things is to share your story and to speak to your ideal persona via your website, your social media, video, and through email marketing. And remember, you don't have to use these channels to constantly be selling. The holidays are an ideal time to bring in humanity and show your clients and customers and donors your passion for what you do. So, lastly, our last tip is to measure your success and then do some follow up work with your leads, right? Not all of our customers are going to be immediate. So, what are some of the most important metrics that we want you to pay attention to over the holidays? So, remember at the beginning, we talked about setting goals. We're not going to be able to gauge our success unless we've done that first. So, how much web traffic did you drive and how? How did they get there? How many new subscribers did you add to your list? How many people did you reach on social media? And more important, how engaged were they to like and comment and share? How much business did you drive to your website um, from email? How many more clicks did you get on your email this holiday marketing versus non holiday? And then think about, okay, if these are better, What did I do differently? How am I going to apply that success in the year to come? How many people hit your website but then bounced off right away? And let's think about what can we do to beef up that homepage so that we can better retain them in the new year. Because we want to put the idea in your head that your job doesn't end on like January 2nd. We want to take all the data, the points that we gathered during the holidays, compare them to the goals that we've set, and then make improvements in the new year for your business. So remember, not all sales are going to be immediate. So we need to identify, track, and follow up on what we call our hot leads. So for email, remember that if you're using, some kind of email marketing service like Constant Contact, you can track exactly what people click on. And then we can use that data to personalize and send more targeted messages in the future. We also make sure that you're not just gathering new email addresses during the holiday and then sitting on them. We want you to engage on with them as soon as you can. So as soon as somebody signs up, they should get a welcome email and then continue to, follow up with them at least once a month. We recommend that you personalize your email marketing. So you want to include people's names or other pertinent information. You want to keep it relevant and then applied what you've learned to all of your marketing channels. So if people are responding to something in email, odds are they're going to like the same types of content in video or on social media too. So our next action item is to look at all of your data sources, especially email marketing. What has been your most popular content? Who are your most active subscribers? Are they donors yet? Are they customers yet? If not, those are probably your most likely next customers. So segment them, put them in a special list. We call these like your active clickers, and really target them in your marketing in the new year. So we've been doing this for a long time for every business and organization imaginable. And if you follow these steps and use some of the tools that we've discussed today, there is no reason that you shouldn't finish this year really